So we've all heard the news that Liam Lawson's getting replaced by Yuki Tsunoda. And were we shocked? Genuinely, no. Because I feel like the Red Bull camp has been notorious for doing this. And it's like historically proven. We've seen this whole thing unfold before. We've seen that when the Red Bull Racing drivers underperform or don't live up to expectations, they ultimately either get sacked or swapped. Prime example, Daniel Kvyat, Alex Albon, Pierre Gasly, Checo Perez, and now ultimately Liam Lawson. You gotta feel for Liam Lawson though. Like, his predecessors that were in that very Red Bull Racing seat usually get technically around either a full season or a half a season until summer break, until, the changes happen, right? But Liam got 2 if you were to minus preseason testing. All he got was Australia and Shanghai to make sure to prove himself and acclimate himself into the team and get used to the car and its handlings and all that stuff. You really got a feel for him. I feel like he could have benefited being in a V-carb in terms of development, but sometimes we gotta get that the fact that there's always hidden stuff in the contract. You really gotta feel for him though, and you've also gotta feel for Yuki Tsunoda. He's going into this season on a roll. He's got Q3s after Q3s. He's got really high qualifying spots, and he got really good results like last year, right? Out qualifying Ricardo, and like he also has another added amount of pressure going into getting acclimated with this Red Bull Racing seat and hopefully being able to score points, allowing them back into the championship contenders. Like, the fact is, the next race is literally Yuki's home race. If he doesn't perform there are going to be so many questions asked by the media of why is he not performing, although we very well know that there is something wrong with that Red Bull Racing car this season. There's also this added pressure for both these drivers. Like, now questions of self-doubt comes rolling in. Like, in an article I just read, Liam Lawson was questioning why he couldn't, get points in the Red Bull or get points with this car. And now, ultimately, in order to avoid the mistakes of what happened previously, to curb that situation, they're gonna do the swap, which shouldn't necessarily had to happen when you well know that the swap could be ultimately avoided if during the winter break last year you came into the season with Liam back in V-carb and Yuki up into Red Bull. This situation wouldn't have had to happen, and you got